think a lot of the beef has motivated me to be 100% in every aspect.
What was it like seeing him at the weigh-in?
Didn't really pay much attention to him, mate.
I want to win this fight bad, so everything's 100%.
Isn't going to be enough. These boys are going to be battling out for the UK #1 spot.
It's happening tomorrow. He showed up for the weigh-in, so I'm assuming he's going to show up tomorrow.
That'll be decided tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen.
Just more I see and more I want to punch him. Can't wait to get in there and prove I'm #1.
It's going to be a great fight. There's a lot of heat. There's a lot of animosity.
Look into the future, mate. I think you can look into the future. Get used to that. That sounded boring.
Do you know what I mean? I don't like him, he don't like me.
I think it's going to be a war. I think it's going to be a hard fight. It's going to be my fight and I'm going to win.
But I feel that this is the fight that people are going to go away talking about. Right, this is the main fight. I'll make sure of it.
Going to need luck for tomorrow, mate, if you want to beat me.
And so, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to decide the UK #1 spot for the -72.5 kilogram division, and also find a home for the vacant -72.5 kilogram MTGP world title. And so let's get it on. Please welcome to the blue corner from Crawley, Ben, Mr. Cool, Hodge.
Well, Ben Hodge, counter fighter, believes he will overpower his opponent tonight. These two men are about to enter the ring, really, in a decider, not just for the Muay Thai Grand Prix world title at 72.5 kilos, but to decide the #1 spot in the country that, as you saw from the promotional video, they have vehemently disputed with each other over a number of months. So tonight really is the final decider. May just put an end to the feud. So in comes Ben Hodge from Crawley in the blue corner this evening.
Ben Hodge. And now please welcome to the red corner from Exeter, Jake Purdy.
Jake Purdy believes that Ben Hodge has been resting on his laurels over the last few months. He said any time he's not been in the #1 spot, he's just sat around, waited for an opportunity, and he said he just expected a big fight with him, and he doesn't fight very regularly, believes he's past it. And he says he's extremely confident and that he's going to win convincingly tonight. He's been training for the Southport, he's got a good game plan, and he's seemed confident in the build-up.
Purdy! And ladies and gentlemen, this Muay Thai rules bout will decide the UK #1 spot and who will be the -72.5 kilogram MTGP world champion. This bout will be contested over 5 3-minute rounds. Introducing to you firstly, fighting out of the blue corner. At yesterday's weigh-in, he scaled 71.8 kilograms. He brings an excellent fighting record of 53 fights with 43 wins Only 9 defeats and 1 draw, representing Lumpini Thai in Crawley. It's Mr. Cool, Ben Hodge. And opposing him, fighting out of the red corner. At yesterday's weigh-in, he scaled 71.5 kilograms. He brings a proud fighting record of 39 fights with 30 wins, only 8 defeats and 1 draw. Representing FSC Muay Thai in Exeter, it's Jake Purdy.
Okay, fire, centre ring. Guys, centre ring. Let's go. Jake. All right, boys, you both understand the rules. You're fine under full Muay Thai rules. You both understand those rules. End of a knockdown, make sure you go into the corner. I will not begin the count.
Right, no talking. I want to watch this. Oh no, we're commentating. Sorry. Man, I've been excited about this one. Jokes aside, this is going to be epic.
Now, Jake Purdy is being extremely confident in the build-up, almost nonchalantly so, but, well, Ben Hodge held the #1 spot for quite a while, and I suppose really we're in that sort of hinterland with a fighter that's been inactive, but most people consider to be the #1, and Purdy, who himself believes he is #1 and has certainly been more active of the two. So really, it's going to be very, very interesting how this one progresses. There's genuinely bad blood between the two men.
Yeah, there was a bit of conflict in the run-up to this fight, and Purdy feeling like Ben feels like he just deserves this, and Purdy definitely saying, you need to come and earn it, mate. So I think this is going to be warfare.
Well, they both look in terrific shape.
There's a lot to prove, and there's a lot at stake here for the #1 spot and for the title, of course. Purdy got a lot of support in here, but so has Ben.
Just perhaps a tiny bit of nervousness in the eyes of Jake Purdy, and I think there's a lot at stake for him.
Yeah, he's got more to lose.
Absolutely. Hodge just looking a little bit more nonchalant, and maybe it's all a game, all a facade. You just never know with these fighters. But Purdy certainly switched on, and there will inevitably be a little bit of tension in there. It's how you use it that's the key.
Yeah, Hodge looks very relaxed.
Terrific reactions from Purdy. And that'll two go to work.
Purdy staying on his feet really well there.
Really
time
strong.
and time again, showing great balance and control.
That was beautiful there. Just caught the teep and then slammed the right hook into the body. Really interesting opening couple of minutes here. Hodge circling to his left-hand side. Gotta watch the right kick.
Yeah, Ben's very good at switching orthodox and southpaw, but Purdy, of course, southpaw to fight him here. It's going to be interesting if Ben switches or wants to stay orthodox and use that right kick, which works so effectively against a southpaw.
Hodge trying to pin Purdy down for the first time in the contest, unable to do so for any length of time. It's just got the feeling of a contest that could just explode at any moment, but these two so far just picking singles, measuring, working their opponent out, trying to find their range and timing as well as garner the range and timing of their opponent. And well, it's a slightly cagey opener, but as you would expect.
Purdy cheering him on, saying to Ben, come on. Look at that, there's no love lost as Purdy just shouts something to Hodge as he walks away there in the corner. Did you hear what he said?
He didn't.
As we've said, there's no love lost between these two.
Got to try and keep the emotions in check, Jake Purdy. especially in an occasion such
Yeah,
as
we'll
this.
watch replays here of some of the action.
Kick to the body there, and there was a couple of kicks that were caught by both men. There was one of them from Purdy, and then immediately the same thing happened, but he did brilliantly to stay on his feet in this exchange.
Yeah, it's good work from Purdy there, staying on his feet. That's very favourable in the eyes of the judges. You can't put your man down. Shows good balance and good control to stay on your feet.
See what, how Hodge was working the front leg of Purdy well, and it's welted up a little bit too. Certainly some
Yeah, I
redding
saw
on
that inside and outside.
Absolutely.
Purdy settling into it a little bit more at the end of that round.
Marks of battle on the back of Ben Hodge.
Hodge looking completely composed there in the corner.
Corners, 10 seconds.
Yeah, his demeanour's been unchanged since he walked out to the ring about 7 or 8 minutes ago.
There we go, round two.
So Jake Purdy in the red corner with the white shorts and gold trim. Ben Hodge, the black shorts and the blue gloves. Muay Thai Grand Prix world title at 72.5 kilos on the line.
I forgot Purdy was so tall.
Yeah, distinct height and reach advantage. Hodge, thick set.
Good kick there from Purdy. Ben Hodge just continually stalking his man though, looking for the openings as they do little jibes to each other.
And although there's spite in these single shots, it's still pretty cagey chess match stuff at the moment. So I don't feel like we've seen anybody go out of second gear or really out of their comfort zone and open up. And certainly nobody's been hurt so far. Nobody's been caught with anything big.
Yep, true. Still finding the openings, still sussing each other out. For those scoring while you're working. Big shots there from Purdy.
Just got Hodge into the corner now. Can he capitalise on this? Hodge put his back to the ropes, trying to manoeuvre himself into a bit of space now. He's going to have to try and back Purdy up. Now, just like that, nice use of the feet and hand feints as the two kick at the same time.
Yeah, Hodge just dropping his left there to try and lead Purdy's switch kick. He's not falling for that.
Purdy just hovering on the outside of striking distance, knowing he can land with an extended leg and that Hodge will be out of range. So he's just got it, maybe starting to get the measure of his man with a minute to go here in round number 2.
Yeah,
Hodge.
Ben Hodge definitely trying to work the legs of Jake Purdy, slow his man down.
I suppose, David, it slows the speed of the kick down as much as the movement.
Exactly, take the power out and you can see the reddening of that lead leg of Jake Purdy really starting to well up now.
And is the movement slowly but surely just beginning to be impeded as Hodge slams another kick against it yet again,
Lead
and
leg,
the second time.
lead leg of Purdy looks like it's jarring up a little bit now. It's not a good sign this early in the fight.
Hodge seems to have just found his money shot here, and although maybe it's not going to be a one-punch finish or anything spectacular, he's just going to slowly work away at that front leg.
Yeah, could this be Ben Hodge's game plan? Take the legs, and the man can't stand, the man can't fight.
Are we looking at a slow demise for Jake Purdy?
Yeah, look at that leg.
Subtle but strong second round from Ben Hodge, from Crawley. measured, calm, and he looks the confident one of the two. Now they go to work on the front leg of Jake Purdy in the red corner. See there, Hodge looking calm. There's Jake Purdy, and there we are.
Yeah, they're working on that leg.
Excellent work from our cameraman there, just to get us a close-up. You can see the reddening of the leg the nearest your screen.
Yeah, the screen doesn't even do it justice. It's getting pretty deep. That's not a good sign.
What
Only
is
done 2
the
rounds.
feeling like, Dave? Can you describe to the viewers at home if anyone's had a dead leg before? Is it kind of equivalent to that?
It's obscene. I mean, there's no coming back from that. Once his leg's done, it's done. You can see a bit here in the video with the replay here.
It's just been a repetitive, pretty automatic, just systematic rather, just kicking against the leg, every opportunity, not always with full power, just tapping away. But he's thick set in his own legs, Ben Hodge, and yeah, as you say, you can just see the jarring there in one of those replays.
Yeah, you can definitely see it's affected. Jake needs to be careful of that. He can't afford to take too many low kicks.
Really, that was the story of the round in terms of narrative. It was just
Corners, 10 seconds.
Close encounter, some good work from both camps, but really that front leg is what we need to start looking at, and as it's planting, you can see the way it's jarring.
Yeah.
I think if something ain't broke, don't fix it, and I think for Ben Hodge, he would be foolish to do anything but go back to that front leg and start working it again, and he already does so.
Some heavy low kicks going in. As Hodge circles left.
Exactly, setting it up, isn't he? Trying to create the angle.
Looking to chop that lead leg again.
Even just a teep against the front of the thigh. But he's got to be careful, got to be wary of the hands, all the while he's looking low. Be wary of the danger that may still be present up top.
Yeah, it's nice, simple, clean work from Hodge. As he leans back, look at that, low kick. Heavy, heavy low kick to the back leg now. And Purdy's legs are both stiffening up. It's not good.
Difficult with a long, long way ahead of him. Hodge now just comfortable on the outside of punching range and kicking range, just keeping his distance, waiting for the opportunity to strike, and there it is.
Yeah, look at that.
Now kicks to the body, good shot from him upstairs too. Just starting to grow in confidence, Ben Hodge.
Yeah, he's going. This is not good as we enter the business end of the fight as well. Round 3, halfway through round 3. And Jake Purdy's legs are a mess. Damage is done now. How much can he avoid further damage? That's the question. And all the while he's doing that, Hodge is scoring on him with big, heavy body kicks like that. Look at those leg kicks, man.
Just found his timing, found his composure and rhythm, and now just picking his shots at will, and it's a systematic breakdown of the man in front of him for Ben Hodge. He's in no rush, is he?
Disgusting leg kicks from Hodge there.
That's right hook upstairs from southpaw too, then goes back to the low kick. That combination working for him really, really well.
Yeah, it's interesting to see he switch back into southpaw like that. Ben is naturally a southpaw, but he does switch into orthodox and has fought most of this fight as orthodox so that he can capitalize against a fellow southpaw by using that right kick on that lead leg.
He's countering well too. He seems to be having the most success when he's walking backwards and letting Purdy throw first and then countering him, just as we see there. When he takes the initiative, not quite so successful in fact. So for Hodge, maybe just a case of sit back, wait for your man to come and then pick him off when he throws.
True.
He inches forwards now. 10 seconds to go in this third round, and well, down for the first time. Sounds a right kick into the body of Purdy as the bell for the end of round 3 sounds, and Justin Saunders just makes absolutely sure that these two don't come to blows after the bell.
Yeah, Jesse Saunders not wasting any time, but getting in between these two, just in case you get that one little shot that could mess up the whole fight, you see. Important. As you watch this replays, look at those leg kicks going in. Ben Hodge literally jumping into those low kicks.
I suppose they've proof, if nothing else, that limb length isn't always the defining factor in these. It was the counter work and the timing of Hodge that's been so prevalent in this, just bringing Purdy onto those counters when he has thrown. He's not the longer limbed of the two, but he's been really, really effective so far. Are you surprised at this? Because I think potentially there was ring rust that we thought may have set in with Hodge due to inactivity, and Purdy had talked him up as if he'd be just cannon fodder for him because he was the active, sharp fighter. But, well, it's not playing quite to script as far as Jake Purdy may have been concerned.
Yeah, I didn't really expect it to go like that, and Purdy to make a bit of a fundamental mistake by eating all that leg punishment early doors. There's no coming back from it. He's put himself in a position now. Now it's what can he do with it?
Really
look at the bruising coming in the back of Jake Purdy's right thigh.
Big welt, isn't there? Almost along the IT band. Slaps one in again against the inside of the thigh this time. Hodge just sitting on the back to the ropes, quite content to wait for his man to step into range before throwing. I'm sure there's frustration starting to set in.
Yeah, you can see Jake is getting a little bit frustrated here, I think. Got to be in a world of pain there with that leg. Hodge looking very relaxed and composed. He knows what he's got to do. I think he's had a very strategic game plan, and it's paying off for him.
Keep working there, guys. Break. Go. Let go. Come on. Break.
Still a lot of round. There's a good 5 minutes left of this fight. 2 minutes here, and then of course 5th and final round. Could be potentially a very painful time for Jake Purdy. Ben seems to have laid off the leg a little bit, which surprises me.
I was going to say, and actually it just allowed Purdy to start using it again. He started throwing a couple of shots there, teep and a kick to the body, and there again a higher kick, and so he's not completely unable to use that. In fact, far from it, he's still got use of it.
Crawley corner, telling him to keep him in the corner, telling Ben to stay there, keep him there, put him in the corner and punish him.
Hook to the body from Purdy.
John Jarvis showing kick as these heavy punches go in.
There was a shake of the head from Jake Purdy, but I think those got through, and I think they hurt him a little bit.
Keep working there, guys.
Two lock up. Haven't done this very much, have they?
No, that's it. And red corner showing at their man to knee, but both men just wrestling for position. Back on the outside, it's almost feels like target practice for Ben's low kick, really. Painful to watch.
Well, this round has flown by in a flash compared to the others. I'm sure the guys would disagree in there.
Yep.
But
last few seconds of this round. Jake needs to do something and do something quickly. This is Ben Hodge's fight for me at the moment.
Purdy landed a low kick a couple of seconds before the bell there, but really his patches of successes have been fewer and further between than I think he would like them to be.
If you look at the difference in the corners there, you've got Ben Hodge completely relaxed, listening to instruction. And you've got Purdy in a world of pain there. Fifth and final round coming up. Let's go to some of the replays from that round. See, Purdy still not even blocking there. He thought the low kick was coming, he tried to move out the way of it, but really needs to block those kicks. Nice body kick there from Purdy, but again, you just see Ben stalking. There's the low kick, there it is.
It's been the accumulation of these, isn't it? Just a constant accumulation of these that kept tapping away at the front leg. Some been landed with force, but some have just been tapping away, but every time they've been accurate. They've been on the point of the thigh, and as you see the welt there just on the right side of the thigh of Jake Purdy, they've really taken their toll on him.
Yeah. I don't think he's having a great time in there at the moment. I hope he didn't underestimate Ben Hodge.
Corners, 10
I certainly think
seconds.
there's a danger that he did. He was talking in the pre-fight build-up as if Hodge was a man that was kind of out of condition, and
Look at this leg as he walks.
had perhaps rested on his laurels. Nice to see a little bit of sportsmanship. I don't think either of them particularly fond of each other, and I don't think they will be, but certainly they would have earned each other's respect, if nothing else, come the final bell, if we see it. And Hodge again coming forwards, and Purdy trying to teep away with that damaged front leg. Now Hodge is going to try and put everything into this as they exchange low kicks.
That noise is disgusting. As Hodge goes back to the leg, that's what I would have expected. It was so effective for him throughout the fight.
Hook to the body from Hodge, and goes with the kick to the body as well. And he's blocking what's coming back at him from Purdy. Just seems to be really in a good rhythm so far. Hodge is really able to block and counter, or shoot his own shots off and then block. But either way, Jake Purdy is struggling to land cleanly with anything that he throws at the moment.
Oh, everything is finishing on a leg kick. It's painful to watch. Purdy's tough, but you don't want to be taking punishment like that.
Well, a nice stiff left-hand counter.
Ben getting a bit complacent, dropping his hands. That's what Purdy needs. Purdy needs a knockout to win this. He's behind. This is Ben Hodge's fight. He needs to move forward and do something, make something happen. Otherwise, he's just accepting this.
Oh, and that one really took his toll. Was it low? Purdy says it's low. Well, they go straight back to work. Kicks again against the thigh. Minute 20 to go here in the fifth and final round. Remember, for all the talk, the Muay Thai Grand Prix World title is on the line here.
Oh, look at that leg kick again.
I think for these two, that's almost a side issue. It's a rivalry that they wanted to pursue for a while, and a fight that certainly Purdy has wanted for a while, but really it hasn't been his evening so far.
I honestly don't know how Purdy is still standing. I just feel like we're almost one or two kicks off of a stoppage here for Ben Hodge. If he went back to that leg.
That front leg is buckling every time he puts it down, isn't it?
That leg's not going to last much longer, I think.
He's still throwing it, and credit to him.
Purdy looking up at the clock there. See how long he's got left in this final round.
And a beautiful counter from Hodge, just leant back out of the way of the kick, slammed in the low kick yet again, scored time and time again for him. And then down goes Jake Purdy. 10 seconds on the clock. Will we have time for another exchange between these two before we go to the decision for the Muay Thai Grand Prix world title at 72.5 kilos? We won't. And at least an acknowledgement and a bit of mutual respect between them, which is nice to see after a week of jibes and taunts from both camps. So I think in a fight of this nature, those gentlemen really, deep down, Dave, as a fighter,
Can we have
probably know
promoter
who's won
Phil
this.
Chew to the ring
But
to
we don't want to
present
make any
the
assumptions with
title
so
belt,
much at
please.
stake.
Mr.
Yeah,
Phil
that
Chew,
was,
our promoter to the
that was a
ring
clinical
to present the
execution
title
by
belt.
Ben Hodge. I don't normally like to throw it out there, but that was clear win to Ben Hodge. Very, very technical. Fought a very good game plan, and it paid off for him. Got to hand it to the man. Commiserations to Purdy, but I have to say, I'll be very, very shocked if Ben Hodge was not number one.
I'm just looking at a few of these highlights of those low kicks that landed with such regularity and force throughout the contest from Ben Hodge. And there was really question marks over maybe his fitness, ring rust and all the rest of it, but well, he's proved himself this evening. So we'll go to our Master of Ceremonies, Mr. Peter Lowe, for the official announcement.
And ladies and gentlemen, a massive round of applause for both men after 5 excellent championship rounds here at the Indigo O2. And at the end of those 5 rounds of action, your ringside judges have reached a unanimous decision. All in favor of your winner and the new -72.5 kilogram MTGP world champion, fighting out of the blue corner. It's Ben, Mr. Cool Hodge. And show your appreciation for our runner-up, Jake Purdy. But your promoter, Phil Chew, is now presenting the -72.5 kilogram MTGP world title belt to your champion one more time for Ben Hodge.
So huge disappointment for Jake Purdy, but for that man there, Ben Hodge, who really had all sorts of accusations thrown at him over the course of fight week, has proved himself worthy of the British #1 spot and worthy of world championship status too. He has the newly adorned Muay Thai Grand Prix world strap around his waist, and what a moment for him.
Ben, after an amazing stare down yesterday, they got all these guys talking and flickering on the internet. All questions answered. You're #1 in the UK, buddy.
It's unreal, mate. I'm not going to be smug about it or I told you so or anything like that. Just that man there, young man. Do you know what I mean? He deserves a big round of applause. He is excuse my language, but he is a young man in a big man's world. Do you know what I mean? So it's, without sounding too condescending, you're beyond your years, mate. You are. You're strong. You're fast. And I knew all this, but I ain't going to tell you that before a fight, am I? Do you know what I mean? But you know, I'll go as
Experience told.
yeah. I'll go as far as to say that the arguments between us were real. They were real. We both got under each other's skin. We both pissed each other off. We both said things that neither of us liked. But it's amazing how our fight. I keep going around in circles here. It's amazing how a fight can actually bring two people closer together. Or
Do you like him now? Tell these guys, do you like him now?
he's got my respect. He's got my respect, without a doubt. Without a doubt. Without a doubt.
Just quickly, what do you want to say to your team here as well? Because you know they're always there.
Oh, mate, I don't even know where to start. That man there has been with me, or I've been with him, hanging on to his leg. Help me. Turn me into something I want to be since I was 8 years old. He started off with a full head of hair, bless you. Has he just done that? But no, Joe, I couldn't ask for a better team. They're amazing. They go out of their way for me. All of these people here that turned up, they've gone out of their way, spent their money for me. They are absolutely amazing. I love you all. Even the people that were booing me, thank you for coming, and I mean that from the bottom of my heart. All right, thank you for supporting our fight, not just mine, but Jake's as well. And Joe, what I most certainly can't leave out that beautiful woman down there. Lauren, my amazing missus, she's cooked ridiculous amounts of meals for me over the past 8 to 10 weeks, making sure I'm fighting fit. She's amazing. I wouldn't be able to do it without her, without John, without Luke, George, everyone at the gym and everyone who's turned up. You're amazing. Thank you.
Ben, you're everything you wanted to be. You're number one in the UK. You're Muay Thai Grand Prix world champion. You'll be back here to defend it. He's Mr. Cool. He's Ben Hodge, everyone. Come on.